Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name is Dylan and thank you so much for coming by. Yes, I'm trying to stay hydrated. That's one of my goals for 2020 is to drink a gallon of water per day. I don't know what your guys' goal is, but anyways, today I'm gonna be talking about 10 different things that I wish I knew before I signed up for Uber and Lyft driving. It's been 2 years. Almost 2 years, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty nuts because I remember November is my birthday and I signed up shortly before that, like, I don't know, end of October. I think one of my first nights was driving Halloween like 2 years ago. So yeah, I'm gonna get into 10 different things that I wish I knew because, guys, it's absolutely crazy. Rideshare's changed my life completely. I have the whole world to thank. Obviously, I'm able to leverage rideshare driving as an Uber and a Lyft driver to make this business, the Rideshare Hub. But it also led me to start a new company too, which, you know, it's not for you, it's not for rideshare drivers, so I'm not even gonna talk about it, but basically it's all a journey. And I'm gonna talk about 10 different things I wish I knew because when I signed up, I had zero training. I thought, guys, just a little tip or a little secret for you guys, when I first signed up, I thought that I was gonna get a driver trainer. I thought a driver was gonna drive me around and teach me how to use the app. So when I left my my sign up meeting and they're like, all right, you're good to go. I was like, what? I'm going on my own? I was freaked the heck out, guys. So yeah, there's a lot I've learned since then and I'm gonna share with you. And if you thought that too, I mean, I thought that too, you know, don't get down on yourself. So the sun's about to go down. I don't know if you can see, it's absolutely beautiful sunset. Oh my God, I don't know if you guys can see that, but gosh, it's so beautiful out there. And yeah, I gotta hurry up so, you know, it doesn't get dark because I don't want to be one of those guys who sits in his car and in the dark and makes videos, because that's just not me. All right, so the first thing that I wish by the way, guys, these are mostly pertaining to me. Some of these might apply to you, but this is just a peek into my life. These are 10 things that I wish I knew. I'm not gonna, you know, spill out generic BS that you guys, oh, you should know blah 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 surge rides. No, these are 10 things personal to me because I always like talking about from my heart. So the very first tip, guys, the first thing that I wish I knew is that rideshare was gonna change my life. When I first, and I'm not joking, when I signed up, I was working 2-3 jobs. I was you know, obviously driving rideshare, and I was just miserable in life. I was like in $5,000 in credit card debt. I had bills up the wazoo, and I had a car payment, I had rent, food, etc. I just was up to my neck in expenses and debt, and also student loans, which I'm still paying off, but regardless, I'm on a payment plan, and that's a whole nother story. But basically, rideshare changed my life. It led me to start the Rideshare Hub, the YouTube channel, which I am making a little bit money off of. I now have an e-commerce company where I sell merchandise, which I sell the Rideshare Hub merchandise on. This is not a plug to go buy it because I really don't care if you guys buy it or not, because I sell other people's merchandise. So but it allowed me to, you know, start that. It just changed my life. I really am not a full-time driver at all. I really don't even, guys, to be honest, I don't even really like driving. I like the action of driving. I like driving passengers. I think that's like exhilarating fun, and I get nervous sometimes, and I don't know if you guys get jitters, first ride jitters, but like I have to drive, I'm up at my aunt's house. I have to drive 4 hours tonight or tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. I'm not looking forward to that. You know, I'm probably gonna be calling my friends on the phone, you know, trying to pass the time faster. But I use it as a way to leverage to create more business, okay? The second thing I wish I knew before becoming an Uber and a Lyft driver is using a used car. So I bought this car shortly before signing up to be a driver. You know, I bought the car. It was kind of in the back of my head when I was buying it. My car was breaking down. I had a 2008 Hyundai Accent with 180,000 miles on it. And the car was breaking down, and I was like, you know what? I need a new car. Let me just get it. Weirdly enough, that car completely broke down shortly after I bought this. But so I bought this, and then I started driving for rideshare, and I thought to myself, oh, you know what? I can pay for this car driving for rideshare. That was not a good decision. I should have waited and paid cash for the car. Luckily, this car was only $5,000, but I could have easily spent $10,000 or $20,000 on a car. I wish I knew to use a used car for rideshare. Luckily, I didn't make that mistake. And also, it's just paying cash for cars. The third one, oh, this is a more personal one too. But it's bring snacks when you're driving, and don't eat out. When I first started, I was eating out and I didn't have any snacks with me. I would just go and, I don't know, go get a breakfast sandwich or a burrito or whatever, some fast food. I felt like crap when I was driving. When you're just sitting, because when you're sitting all day and you're just, I don't know, eating like, I don't know, fast food, you just feel like oh, I feel fat and you're getting a little belly, and it's like, oh, you don't want to feel that way. So what I started doing, I started bringing trail mix, and I would eat before I went out to eat or drive, and then I'd bring trail mix, and I would just eat while I'm driving, or like in between rides and stuff. Sometimes, like, yeah, as I'm picking up a passenger, I'm just stuffing my mouth with food, and that way you're not wasting money on fast food. Okay, and also it's much healthier to eat at home. Number 4, get good sleep. This is something that I neglected a lot when I was first starting. It was because I was just so motivated. I wanted to drive really early in the morning, and I would stay out late at night. So this is my schedule, guys. I know it sounds absolutely crazy, but I would wake up at like 5 a.m. Sorry, there's a tractor. I don't know if you can see him right there. I would wake up at like 5 a.m., start driving, and then I had a job that started at 12, so I would drive from like 5 to 10 or 11, take a little, you know, 30-minute break, whatever, get some food, and then go to my job, which would start at 12. I worked from 12 to 3:30. Then after 3:30, I would go back to driving rideshare till like 7, 8 p.m. Rest, rinse, and repeat. I would literally do that every single day. Now I would say I would probably pace myself a little longer and just maybe only do one of those shifts, like either the morning or the evening, and make sure to get good rest. Because after you drive rideshare, you're just mentally like racing. Your mind's racing. It's hard to fall asleep after. Number 5, Red Bull at night and coffee in the morning. This is what I started doing after I became a veteran driver. Basically at night, I would just grab a Red Bull. I would buy them in bulk. I would get like, I'm talking like 30 of them. I think you can get like 24 of them for like 40 bucks or something, which comes out to a little less than $2 per Red Bull can. And I would use that for like a month or two, right? 40 bucks for a month or two, right? And it's whatever. So, and I would drink a Red Bull to stay up, and I would find myself like staying up easily till like 3 a.m., 2, 3 a.m. driving. But without any Red Bull, I would be like getting tired of like midnight, like I have to drive home at 12. I just missed out on like 3 hours of peak good, like $30 per hour hours. So yeah, and like, you know, I only spent what, $1.50 to make an extra $100. So yeah, Red Bull in the morning, and then at night, and then coffee in the morning. I found literally gets me up early, and also like, I'm talking bring it with you. Like, have a canister and just sip your coffee while you're doing those morning rides. And literally, at first I was like, oh, I don't want my passengers to see me drinking, like having a cup in my hand. Guys, they don't really care. If you're just sitting if you're at a red stoplight, grab your coffee and drink your drink. At least that's what I do. I don't know if that's illegal or not. Obviously, if it's illegal, don't do it. But for me, that's what I do. They don't care. Yeah. The next one is tracking your miles and expenses. This is number 6, guys. This is legit like a big no-no that I did. When I first started driving, I was like not tracking any miles, and I was like, shoot, I'm missing out on so much money for tax deductions when you're doing your taxes that I could have saved. But yeah, track your miles from the beginning. You can use apps. There's like, I don't know, apps that are like $5 a month. I just honestly write them down on my notes app on my phone, and my computer. I have an iPhone and a Mac, so I use Apple. But if you have an Android, I don't really know how it works. I'm pretty sure you have a notes app too. Okay, the next one, 7. Ooh, this is a good one. But number 7 is that driving rideshare is a temporary gain, a temporary big gain for a long, okay, no. It's a temporary pain for a long-term gain. What do I mean by this? If you have something you need to do really quickly, like for me, it was the credit card debt in the car. I don't know, maybe you have to pay off a medical bill. Maybe you just bought a $2,000 dog and you have to pay off the dog. If you don't pay off that dog or whatever, that expense right away, you're gonna be dealing with that for years, right? I could easily still have had payments on this car, but I chose to have a temporary pain for a long-term gain. So I worked my butt off 70, 80 hours a week with all my jobs, and then for the next 5 years, I don't have a car payment. You know what I mean? Temporary gain, temporary pain, long-term gain. Number 8, it's emotionally exhausting. Yes, you are not alone. Driving passengers all day, trying to keep everybody happy. Oh, and even not even keep everybody happy, but the act of having a bunch of really happy people, you know, you have a passenger, oh my gosh, you make a really deep connection, and then the next ride is someone who doesn't talk to you, doesn't even look at you, or the next one is somebody who's like mean to you. Going from up to, if you're always happy, it's almost fun. And if they're always low or always low energy, it's almost easy. But from going, I found, for me at least, everyone's different obviously, but from having a really happy, you know, emotionally driven connection with someone, and then all of a sudden having like a really bad conversation, I found that was emotionally draining. Okay, so, you know, whatever. You all know yourself emotionally better than anybody else. Okay. Oh, number 9. This is a fun one. You're gonna see people that you don't want to see. I don't know about you guys, but okay, that tractor is hell loud. Sorry guys for the noise, but I gotta finish this because I gotta get this up in the morning. You're gonna drive people, if you're driving in your hometown, you're gonna see people that you don't want to see. I've had maybe 3 or 4 times where I got ride pickups from my old work. I used to work at a resort, so it's like, you have to, when you pick up, you see everyone because everyone's outside. It's like weird. It's like valet. I used to work in a valet place, and so literally I'm going to pick up people and I see all my old coworkers. And when you're driving, I don't know about you, I'm an introvert. I don't want to see my old coworkers. Okay, I quit that job. I mean, some of the, I didn't like all of them. So a lot of them were good, but even like my friend, like the friends that I had there, I didn't want them to see me driving rideshare. It was like, sometimes you just, I don't know, sometimes you just don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm driving for Lyft, what's up, man? Obviously, I'm not embarrassed to drive, but like, I kind of, I don't know, it's not the best picture for people to see you in. Especially like your old coworkers. And people judge, you know, people are mean. They're gonna, oh, you quit and now you're driving for Lyft, huh, loser. So I've had that, and then also I've had, one time I had a ride request from one of my other old coworkers. Her and I got along really well, and literally I got a ride request and I saw her face and I was like, oh my, I almost clicked cancel because I was like, I just don't want to pick up a friend. It's like so weird that I'm driving one of my friends to home from the bar. But I was like, you know what, let me just do it. It's gonna be a funny story. So I ended up picking her up and it was fun. But yeah, it's just like things that you don't expect. Okay, the last one, I have 2, okay? So hold on. Actually 11. But yeah, the number 10 is wear comfortable clothes. Wear a hoodie. This is super comfy. This is what I like to wear. Yes, it's a Playboy. It doesn't really matter. Like, someone gets offended for a Playboy shirt, who cares, right? Well, maybe you want to be safer than sorry. But basically, at first I would wear jeans and like nice shoes and a nice shirt. It really doesn't matter. I started wearing sweatpants, guys. Literally, people don't care. You can wear whatever you want. Be comfortable, something that you're gonna be able to drive long hours in. When I fly to a different state or when I get on a plane, I wear sweatpants. I don't dress up. I just like to be comfortable when I'm, you know, traveling. Number 11 is don't wash your car so much. At first, I would wash my car every couple of days. I would want it to be spotless on the outside. I actually do focus on the inside. I keep my inside spotless. I'm OCD. I've gotten into Uber cars and they have crumbs everywhere. I don't really mind that. But you don't need to care about the outside of your car so much. It doesn't matter if it's dirty on the outside. It matters if, you know, you don't want it to be, look, you just went off-roading. But, you know, it doesn't, like my car right now is pretty dirty, but I would drive for Uber right now. Doesn't matter. And then also in the back, in your inside, you want to focus on that more. But anyways, guys, those are 11 things that I wish I knew before signing up to be an Uber and a Lyft driver. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. You guys are the best. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys. Peace.